I told Menker that I had the
All right, guys,
drink
we're going
Swell
to
with
try
Otters
Guess what?
for my palate
We
cleanser.
are live again. This guy screwed things up again. I don't know why they entrust sound to me, because anytime it gets screwed up, it's my fault.
It's just so much easier to play 'em
soaking
raw.
wet can of
And then
beer.
I figured they'd learn and run it themselves, but no, they keep telling me to do it. Anyway,
I
he
believe
keeps on
this was.
plugging.
I believe
It's
this
already
stems from a
plugged in.
whole conversation we had a long time ago. It's like, I used to run town.
Here's a familiar sound you guys
yeah,
love
but I didn't have a computer. It was all buttons and.
for the ASMRs.
Every time you hit that, though, you have to finish it with that.
Hey, so I'm noticing Menker doesn't have a palate cleanser.
So I didn't understand the concept. I was supposed to shop off the shelf before this started. Was that
I'm
what we were
supposed to
doing?
pick a palate cleanser.
What kind of beers
What
are
kind of
you're
beer
like
would you like for a
neutral?
palate
Oh, I
cleanser?
ain't mad at the golfle. If you don't mind sharing that, or you want
Tell
to
you
grab
what,
it?
I can
Can-
share. Don't
Josh,
waste
can
that
you-
glass?
Get out and get one real quick. I mean,
We don't have another cold golf.
I don't mind sharing.
Did I ship you a case of house beer?
Oh, that stuff's good.
Just a Pilsner or Kolsch something?
There is the Prima Pill's gone. Try, maybe a Kolsch, White
So-
Street Kolsch.
because I screwed all that up, we've got a special guest here tonight. His name is Chris Menker. He is our rep for Advintage Distribution.
Vintage distributing, that's right.
So they sell beer and wine with us, and he's sitting in because we are going to be trying some of his product tonight. I think all of our choices tonight are his product, other than our palate cleansers. And then he also brought us something special from his cellar, cellared beer. And
nice, solid contact. That's a comforting nose.
Now that's how you do that.
I like how he opens it all quiet, like he didn't want somebody to hear it.
For me, my palate cleanser is the Wild Side from Winchester Cidery. Again, we're liking them. I think Josh has got Winchester.
Yeah, I'm
ciders
drinking the Virginia tonight.
straight from Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia, which is what it's named after.
Ginger.
Yeah.
And Nick has the Goffle.
Yeah, straight from
Go. And you got
It's not
to
cold.
talk
I'm gonna
to.
get him a glass. It's not.
Oh, okay.
It's not cold. It's
Gotcha,
not
gotcha.
Cold.
Well, I've got the White Straight Gold Medal GABF winner, Kolsch, made right here in North Carolina.
However, it's Kolsch style. It's not
Because it's not from Cologne.
So we are a little disorganized tonight. Other than me screwing the sound up, we're just kind of getting used to the fourth person.
Yeah,
and
I mean, this is historic. It's the first guest we've
it is the
ever
first
had.
guest.
Like,
Plus, we had 3 other ladies walk in right as we were getting ready to start, and kind of
I swore that
shake
was
everything up
somebody's
and-
bachelorette party. I
Down a
swear.
hole,
And
so-
the
Yeah.
title of our episode on Facebook deals directly with how
Out my
Chris
pant leg and down a hole.
politely got them to leave tonight.
It was like a bad episode of Friends, man.
is my face like still red?
Yes, I believe it is, and
All right.
I don't think it's sunburn. And
I thought that's
in
'cause-
fact, her face is still red too.
Who?
That's the belching lady.
Belcher.
She's not belching tonight, but she's here again.
Yet. Give it some time.
Our local.
I didn't know
local-
if Josh's face was red because he was playing the part of Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins today. Like, did you hire him as a chimney sweep or what?
Yeah, man. We pull that smoker apart, and both of us were covered from head to toe. And
Look, I took an
beef
airport.
and pig grease.
Timothy stuff jumps into my head.
I took an airport
Of course.
shower. I am clean from the waist up.
Waist up.
Oh, Alicia said, your face appreciated that, Josh. And,
So true.
and Alicia said, we should taste the Virginia. Somehow, after Chris's comment, I'm not sure that that's meant in the that it's meant to be talked.
Good
talk
choice
about
on the
cider.
Kolsch. I'm feeling that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's...
So Chris, so far the 3 of us have got off camera and come back. So
So,
sometime
you
it's
just
your
let
turn.
us know.
Well, that's why I chose an in seat, because I figured at some point I'm going to have to walk out. So
Yeah, and I can usually hold it for about an hour 19, but when we get much beyond that, it's like it gets a little rough.
1 hour and 19 minutes. I'm good. That's we hit 20. It's over. It's over.
God bless.
What do you, Matthew Pinfield?
Man, I'm still recovering from being outside all day with that freaking smoker.
Yeah, that was a lot of time outside for
But
you,
now
Rob.
Josh and I can tear that thing apart in a half hour and put it back together. No problem.
But I will say, when he means being outside all day with a smoker, he doesn't mean like an ex-girlfriend from high school. He means like an actual wood smoker.
Yeah, I didn't let her inside. We were just on the front
Damn.
porch.
We're gonna have to up our game to stay up with.
Yeah,
I know.
I actually really appreciated that.
So while I'm trying to
See,
remind my
I'm
game,
behind
Reminds
the
me-
eight
yeah,
ball
yeah.
because I've been the
Did you draw some
target
sad
of
trombone
several
on
of
that for
these.
yourself,
which
or
one
what?
is it?
I don't know.
I
You-
don't either. So while we're trying to bring our game up, why don't you pop open our first beer there?
So
we
our
have
first
sound effects.
our first beer.
No, we're not doing the ASMR stuff, Josh.
Me, I'm up. You picked me.
Well,
yeah,
compared
because
to the
other
other
one's considerably darker.
Yeah, we'll go from light to dark.
In fact,
good.
we may do my wine before we do that one.
That's actually not a.
Actually, that might not be out of line to do the wine before.
I think
You want me to put it back in the ice? I'll
Well,
do
it's
that.
still in the ice.
What?
so.
Yours.
Yeah, I'll just throw the shout out.
Oh my God!
Some people, some of our listeners know
Josh
how
has
Beer
been in the
Works,
heat too
Beer and
long
Wine
today.
in North Carolina. We order
That's all
through
messed up.
distributors. That's part of how we met Menker. I mean, we know him from out having beers and wine and everything, but he's one of the guys who helps us find products. And this product actually comes from his portfolio, so we thought we'd get it on the show. New Anthem. This is Steez. This series, usually these refer to song lyrics. And I don't know what Steez actually is.
So I don't know which song specifically, but that's one of the things that's really cool about Aaron Stiles, the owner, head brewer, production. You know, he's really got this. There we go. Yeah, gotta get that in there. And so everything from New Anthem is either a song lyric or a song title. Very much music inspired. You go to the brewery and there's this massive mural done at the Greenfield location by some national artist that came in, and it's got like Janis Joplin up there, Biggie Smalls, and I'm struggling to remember who the other two people are right now. But
I think I
it's
ripped
just a really, really cool concept when we're talking about New Anthem Brewing, because their whole MO, you walk into their brew house and the music's blaring and it's bumping and Zach Brown's in there with everybody, and it's just
Zach Brown's in there? What?
Sorry, their head brewer. Yeah, that's always a common misconception. Zach Brown, not the musician. Zach Brown, the amazing brewer that works at New Anthem, is in there, and he's got everybody just rocking and rolling and really.
I remember.
I
when
will
it was
probably
Aaron and
kill this
Aaron,
fly
'cause
on
Aaron
film.
from Lighthouse went over there to work with Aaron.
Yeah, there was a little bit of that at some point until
Yeah.
Aaron and his wife ended up moving. Yeah.
Oh man, I did. Then I remember seeing Aaron playing the T2 machine outside of the old tap room. He would just he played T2 pinball.
God, that thing's a quarter swallower.
Keep talking there, Chris.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So, New Anthem Brewing has two locations. They started on Dock Street between Front and Second, and it's actually the oldest
In Wilmington.
In Wilmington, it's the oldest original livery in Wilmington. The building that's still standing, which is hilarious because when you're on Dock Street, and when we're talking, guys, this is like right next to Duck and Dive, right across the street from Husk. Right across the street from Village Market, so it's right there on Dock Street. And when you're looking at it, it looks like this nondescript building. And it wasn't until Aaron rented the thing that you go in there and you're like, oh my gosh, there's so much room in here. But it was a dirt floor when they got it.
Oh my
They
gosh.
had to dig it out, pour a foundation in order to be able to do the brewery. And now that's where they do all their sours. They do all the majority of their production up on Greenfield now.
When you say livery, do you mean like actual horses?
Yeah, actual horses.
Like drawn carriages?
Yeah, like the building dates back to like the late 17, early 1800s.
Well, I liked when people complain about all the monuments on the streets, and they're like, "My cars hit these." They're like, "These weren't built when cars were here. These were built with like."
Well, I'll
Chris, can we get that mic a little bit closer? To
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Okay.
We'll get them to address
'Cause-
that a little more.
I wonder. I don't want to really straddle it tonight. but I
That
feel
might
like-
be the answer.
I feel like I might
It
have
might
to
end up.
straddle it.
It's about
Let's do it a
about
little more
time.
like that. Yeah.
That only looks mildly inappropriate.
That's actually
Here, let me get
Mike
my-
Wise. There were a couple people that are listening, and they did.
Why is that
comment
guy
about
so quiet?
But yeah, now that it's right in front of you,
Yeah.
we're pulling
Just
it.
so hopefully that's a
Yep.
little bit better.
Yep.
for-
Yeah,
and
just
we're not
give-
pulling it off Nick's anymore.
Because if there's one thing you need to be able to hear tonight, it is Chris's.
Menker.
It is Chris's.
Yeah,
mic.
we got him here
I
for
can
a reason.
I can be quiet. Menker's on.
You
on
guys,
stage.
you guys might
Look at-
think we're funny.
hey.
This guy is on a whole other different level.
Rob, that's a good bounce back from earlier. Production man doing his thing.
There you go. Hey, Christy, let me know if that's better for you. It sounded better in the headset, and Ernie's checked in also.
Oh, Big
Ernie!
Ern! What you drinking tonight, Ern?
He says he loves New Anthem, and he's loving the
He's like a heady
90s
topper
MTV
guy.
references.
Yeah.
Nice.
New England IPAs. He's his thing, man.
So we're drinking Steve's tonight. So like I said, it's just one of the things we love about New Anthem is their versatility. But I mean, they are just absolutely solid. You can pick up every single one of their IPAs and know that you've got a solid product. There's not a bad style that they make. The versatility, the knowledge, when you've got Aaron and Zach and everybody kind of bouncing off of each other and working with everybody, there's always a quality representation of the style.
So one thing I have to say, New Anthem, I had when opening the shop up, had mixed experiences. It was never bad. It was every time I walked in there, they always knew who I was. They always called me by name. It felt very nice. But they always followed up with, "I'm sorry, Rob, we just don't have anything for you to take." Because they were just selling out every time they would brew something new.
Well,
And
and that was the struggle, especially when they were in the original location. They are definitely in a much better position now. So the Greenfield location, where they do the majority of their production, as long as it's not sour, all the sours are done on that Dock Street location. So with that new facility, it's I forget what the barrel size.
That's how they
is.
launched their production up a little bit.
Right,
That
exactly.
upscale.
So that building is actually an old industrial plumbing warehouse on
Yeah.
front and Greenfield. And so it had the space for them to move in and actually be able to ramp up their production. And Aaron probably felt a little like home too, because Aaron, I think, something along the lines, I think he used to work for a German company selling industrial sized plumbing and fittings and stuff like that, but on like a massive scale.
Ernie says
Yeah.
Bissell Brothers. Is that where the New Anthem is now?
It's wherever the building was at Greenfield in front.
Ernie's talking Bissell Brothers Brewing.
Oh, okay. He said the substance. Okay. That must be what he's drinking now.
Oh yeah,
That's what he's drinking now.
I know Ernie went up north and he sent me plenty of pictures of these awesome beers, Ernie.
I know. I thought he was bringing back actual labels this time.
Oh man, he was drinking some good stuff up there.
I know. Fish went north and he brought us actual beer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just finished one of those. That thing was really
Yeah, the
nice.
hashtag adulting is what Fish brought us.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
but,
Full bodied.
So
I always love Steve's. Steve's is one of those that you just every time that they brew Steve's, you keep coming back to it, and it's just so fresh. It's biting fresh citrus. You know.
Yeah.
And
we have an audience outside of our
and a
window
little
right
bit of
now.
guava as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so bright, so refreshing, and it's got a haze to it, but it's not, it's not thick. It's a comfortable haze.
do we need to
I do
keep
get just,
poster
like,
boards and
lemon,
some like
yeah,
Sharpies
lemon
in
zest,
here
just
so that we
all
can have
the way,
people
right
open
away
windows
from
or
this.
something?
Right.
Over
Yeah,
the nose.
definite lemon zest is
And
like
then
huge.
just when I poured it, I just saw this lemony white grapefruit juice quality to the liquid. It's very opaque, very very much a hazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's technically a New England style. The can doesn't describe as a hazy or any of that. It's just IPA, right?
Right.
correct.
Which is fun. I like that.
Citra
Just-
Mosaic Simcoe.
Just
Indian
let it
Pale
be
Ale.
what it is. I just call it an IPA. We don't have to classify it. A subclass of IPA is still a debated topic. A hazy IPA is still just an IPA. New England IPA is still just an IPA.
Sure.
I think
West Coast,
I
yeah.
think we'll
Difference.
begin to see BJ say Can't say it.
BJCP guidelines for
Thank
like
you.
the New England.
Easy for you to
IPAs.
say. Yeah. I think we'll see these very soon.
Well, and I think you're right with that. BJCP will have to start adjusting its governing principles in order to help represent some of these new styles.
They do it every 5 to 7 years.
As they have figured out that some of these styles have staying power,
Yeah, they're not flash in the pan.
Is it a
They're
trend?
stay.
Yeah.
You know, when we first saw New England IPA come onto the scene, it's like, okay, that'll be here 6 months. We'll be able to move on. No, that's a style that's staying.
Yeah.
Milkshake is the same way. And I know it really kind of gets under the crawl of some of the purists. But at the same time, like, man, just enjoy your beverage and don't be hating on someone else.
when it comes
Yeah,
to the
I mean,
beer, it's all-
and we have
very important
definitely
detail.
seen, even over the past 4 years, the flash in the pan, IPAs, trial things that just come and gone. And
All I'm saying is black IPA became like a style that was certified by the BJCP. If that's the case, then New England IPA has to become one.
I mean,
Right.
just on barrel count alone. I mean,
But it's just like, I mean, they put the West Coast IPA in there with the recently updated one. I think 2015 was the last time they updated.
So
like
they're
the
just
BJCP guidelines.
what else do you get?
And,
One of the things I could say, I like this label. They brightened it up a little bit. A lot of new Anthem labels have been like a black label or something like an album cover. Maybe it gets into the album cover art, and I don't even realize
Well,
it.
you can actually trace that label design back. That has
Okay.
been Steve's label design for all the time that they've been packaging it.
Yeah.
So one of the things that's kind of a little bit different with New Anthem, and I'm gonna kind of mess this up, but
Please do. That's
They-
why you're here.
they brew a style, or they brew, like, say they brew Steve's, and then they'll brew Steve's again 6 weeks later, and then you may not see it for another 6 months. And so it's not like a perpetual seasonal thing, but there's so much that they want to produce
Dad, is that better?
that they would have, if they were representing anything like a core lineup, they would have to have 30 beers on a core lineup.
Oh,
And it just so they've got this really kind of unique brewing schedule where everything pops in and out
Oh, yeah.
of production, which is why, like, oh, I fell in love with this and now I can't find it. It's coming back, don't worry, but it hasn't gone away.
It's a cool process because, I mean, it's effectively like applying the concept of the rotating tap to the brewery. you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
And that, to me, that's exciting. I love that. And, like, craft beer drinkers nowadays, like, you love what you love, but you also want to try something new. So it always works out. And it's like, well, I really like that one. Like, well, hey, just give us a couple months. I might be back. And just that new way of thinking, man.
Kind of got like I got like a donutty, like lemon custardy filled like donut burp.
There is
out
a
of that.
creaminess to this that I also really enjoy. The mouthfeel of this is so smooth and full.
Right, exactly. But it's not hazy to where it's uncomfortable. Like it's or it's thick.
There's
It's
not
definitely
like this ridiculous
it's definitely
level of
oak flake.
bucolic
Like I
going
can
on.
feel that tannic, that small little kind of like tannic bite, that little bit of that fibrous, and then I'm thinking oat flake is part of what's giving us our haze here.
I don't know.
I-
if they
I
put any
can't
oat flake
guarantee
in there.
it.
I don't know what the malt bill is on it.
I can't guarantee that.
I don't know that it's oated. I'd say it's more about just like proper utilization of hops. Because like it's really easy to overuse hops, and then you end up with this like lupulin bomb and like all the other stuff about hops. Because like little known fact, we still don't fully understand hops. Scientists don't fully understand how they work. Like we're getting closer to there, but we're still not there yet. And sometimes when you put too many hops in things, it is undrinkable.
Well, exactly, and I think that was one of the old arguments about when West Coast first came onto the scene was, it was, as you increase your hops, you have to increase your malt bill in order to still keep it balanced. West Coast said, "No, we're just gonna hop it," and so you saw a lot of these really aggressive IPAs at the market that weren't balanced. Things like Palette Wrecker and things like that. They weren't shy about the fact that they had.
Dad, are you getting
So that's
Josh and Nick?
Flash was the palette record, right?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Palette Wrecker.
He was pretty much even Green Flash's double West Coast double IPAs.
They were
Just stacked, but
Right.
it is where they begin to appreciate the malt, and they get to that double IPA.
And so that's what I
It's
love
like the
about
birth of the double.
So that's what I love about this. because we get that really nice
How is that?
citrus, but it's not a bite. Like there's enough malt in the background of this to really balance this beer. So you get plenty of fresh fruit, but it's balanced.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like, so hazies have been such a
So
thing
that
for
fixed
so
it.
long, but I've gotten personally burned out on like a lot of them because there's so many bad hazies. Because I guess it's just like every like genre of music when something becomes popular, you know, there's a lot of bad bands, there's a few good ones that started it, and there's a few good ones that pop up halfway through.
So not every brewery is going to nail the hazy.
No, it's like a recipe at a kitchen, you know, like
It's like being a Nirvana fan, but like getting free tickets to Candlestick.
I can't say it better myself. Like
It's like you're not. Mad,
I can't say it better.
Don't let me fall behind.
This will work. You know?
I mean, you're not actually upset. You're just
You're not mad.
You're slightly bummed, but that's about it.
Rob, I'm recognizing
Ernie or Dad, did that fix that issue?
I'm recognizing a signature of our show, which is
We're getting everybody's mic but his, apparently, but Chris's. And I'm getting him on the headset. That's the problem.
I'm just gonna do.
Did you swap it to the middle? Try it in the middle.
I did try it to the middle. It got better on my
Hey,
headset.
listeners, how about now? Just gonna do a mic check.
Like I said, that's coming through on the headset. So they're very clear. That okay, Ernie. So
You
it's
just
fixed.
have to stay within like 6 inch.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Oh, he's
Looks like I'm gonna get real comfortable with
Yeah.
my mic tonight.
oh yeah,
How
yeah.
are you?
Chris got to gobble that mic.
Try to stay within 6 inches. You know, that's good advice.
Oh, these references are killing me inside. I'm gonna start blushing.
Inside.
I can't blush anymore. Like blood needs to be in other parts of my body besides my cheeks.
There's nothing else
Definitely
that makes you
within
function
6
at the moment.
inches,
It's fine if
yes.
all the blood is in your head.
Okay, on that point, I'm hoping that Chris's mic works because it was all there in my ears.
Yeah, I put it down. I mean, I finished it up.
So did we? I apologize.
I will.
completely
I'm
missed
gonna.
that.
I'm gonna go right out there with a taste pairing on this. This goes great with more beer.
Yeah.
This is like I could try to pick it apart for food. Honestly, unless you're grilling or eating spicy nachos, like I don't know, chicken wings. Like
Dad's still not getting his mic.
It's still really not just hearing me.
All right. The only thing I can think of is we're just going to have to restart the podcast. I'm sorry. We'll be right back while we're between beers.